Finding an accommodation in Canada is one of the most challenging tasks that you will do in your journey. So in this video, we're going to share with you the do's and don'ts and what are the questions that you should ask your landlord. Hi guys, it's me again, MC, and I'm with Felix today, and we are here in Palawan and filming this video at 31 degrees Celsius. And we're sweating a lot. As promised, we're gonna share with you the do's and don'ts and the right questions to ask your landlord.
And we're also gonna show you the websites where you can find accommodations in Canada,
so that you don't get scammed.
So the most common place in Canada is probably Facebook Marketplace. So just go to your Facebook and click the Marketplace button and just search for room for rent or place for rent. The next one is Kijiji, kijiji.ca. You find accommodation in most of Canada, and if you're on the west coast, then try something like used Nanaimo, used Victoria, or whichever the city is that you're in, used Vancouver.
And of course, a friend, that would help. That can help, right? If you know someone. Right? And there's another one, like a platform that you can use, like LiveRent or VanMate. So you can use those platforms so that it's secured, because most people get scammed in Facebook Marketplace and Kijiji. Not like in LiveRent or VanMate, there is a way for them to verify the landlord and as well as the user, right? So if you're not comfortable with Kijiji and the Facebook Marketplace, you can always opt for the LiveRent or VanMate. Now we're gonna share with you the questions that you should ask your future landlord. The first one is, how old is the house? You should know if it's new or super old, and you should also know who's living inside the house. Is it a basement apartment? Is there kids, or like, is it someone smoking in that house, right?
Yep. So you want to know if it's an apartment, a suite in a family home, and you want to know if it's noisy, because you want to use it for studying, probably.
And also, if there's some kids, we have experienced it. It's kind of noisy if there are like some kids, and if someone is smoking, you can smell it. I think in our apartment, you can actually smell it. It's centralized, right?
Yeah.
So the second one you're gonna ask is the usual utilities. How much do you actually pay for the electricity? Are they using electric? Are they using gas? It's probably cheaper if they're using gas heated house, right? And then the next one is the renting terms.
So is it month to month, or is it a lease for a longer term? Usually it's month to month, and you also want to know how much the deposit is. So that's usually 1 month deposit, I think, right?
In our recent house, it's half deposit.
It's only half a month, yeah. And then one more thing I would mention is that some landlords in the bigger cities, they even ask for postponed checks for a year in advance or 6 months in advance. Never ever do that.
Yeah.
Try to find something where you can change it every month if you don't like it or if you want to move.
Yeah, and also you should know how long would be the notice if you want to move out, right? Is it 1 month? It's usually 1 month.
Yeah.
Next one I'm gonna ask the landlord is the distance from your school. How long does it take for you to go to your school? Are you gonna require like transportation? Is it walking distance? So I would highly suggest that it's really close to the bus station or metro station, right? Unless you're going to buy your own car.
Yeah, and if you plan on using a car, make sure there's a parking space available.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, otherwise you have to pay for the parking, which is extremely expensive, especially in bigger cities. Would you recommend the student to rent an Airbnb, or like Airbnb to like make sure to check the apartment themselves, or just trust your gut, just praying that the apartment will be the same as per the pictures that you saw online?
No, I would not do that. I would definitely try to be there in person and look at every place that I'm looking to rent.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, you want to make sure that you have the contract and before signing the contract, you have to run through with the landlord, walk through the apartment and check every detail. If there are like some damages, you have to note that on the contract so that you don't pay for it at the end of the stay, right? Yeah, so make sure that you have the contract between you and the landlord. So there you have it on how to find your accommodation here in Canada. We're actually here in the Philippines. We're not in Canada right now, but I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you find it helpful, please make sure that you subscribe and also like this video. And we're here in the Philippines. Make sure that you attend our student meetup. I will leave the link in my description box. Make sure that you attend and register. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.